Welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we will look into the questions from the chapter called polynomials. The given question is check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial by dividing the second polynomial by the first polynomial. And the given first polynomial is x to the power 3 minus 3x plus 1. And the given second polynomial is x to the power 5 minus 4x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 plus 3x plus 1. So guys, let us see how we can solve this question. So the question has given us two polynomials. Let the first polynomial be gx. Let the first polynomial be gx and the second polynomial be px. Guys, we are just naming these two polynomials as gx and px so that it would be easy for us to identify, or it would be easy for us to do our calculations without making any confusions. So gx, I can write gx as x to the power 3 minus 3x plus 1. This is what being given as the first polynomial. And the second polynomial is x to the power 5 minus 4x to the power 3, x to the power 5 minus 4x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 plus 3x, x to the power 2 plus 3x plus 1. This is what being given as our second polynomial. Now guys, this is what being given. Now what we need to do, these are the two polynomials. Before we move ahead, let us bring these polynomials to its standard form. As I told you earlier in my earlier videos that in order to start doing workout, we need to bring these two polynomials into its standard form. So standard form means, what does it mean? Standard form means we should put these polynomials with the decreasing order of the degrees. So here you could see that here we have x to the power 3. Here we have x to the power 3, and then directly we have x to the power nothing, means this is x to the power 1. So I can write, instead of keeping everything blank, I can write 0x to the power 2 minus 3x plus 1. So this is what I have written. 0x to the power 2 is nothing but 0. So and we have minus 3x plus 1. This is what I did in order to bring this one to the standard form. Similarly, let us write this polynomial to its standard form so that we would quickly and easily solve this without being confused. Here we have x to the power 5, and then we don't have anything to the power 4. So let me put down this one as 0 into x to the power 4. So 0 into something is 0, plus minus 4x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 plus x to the power 2 plus 3x plus 1. This is what we got. X to the power 5 plus 0 into x to the power 4 minus 4x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 plus 3x plus 1. This is what we got. And the question asked us to check whether the first polynomial, that is gx, is a factor of the second polynomial px by dividing the second polynomial with the first polynomial. Now that means we are going to divide px upon gx, and we would see that after dividing we need to see that, or we need to check that if we are getting remainder as 0 or not. If we get remainder is equal to 0, then we can say that gx is a factor of px. This is what if we get. This is what if we get. I can write if we get remainder as 0, then gx is a factor of px. So let us guys start our calculation and let us check. Here we have x to the power 5 plus 0 into x to the power 4 minus 4x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 plus 3x plus 1. Guys, we need to be very careful while writing these equations or writing these things. We might end up in committing mistakes. I have seen people doing some silly mistakes. We need to be very careful while writing these powers and these equations. Though it looks very simple and very straightforward, very easy, but we need to be very careful while writing these equations. Now, here gx is x to the power 3 plus 0 x to the power 2 minus 3x plus 1. This is what we have. Now, we are going to divide. What we are going to divide, and we know very well how to do this thing. But let's see. Here we have x to the power 5, and here we have x to the power 3. Our divisor, in the divisor section we have x to the power 3, and the dividend, the first or highest degree is 5. So we need to determine what should we multiply with this x to the power 3 so that we can get x to the power 5. The answer is very straight, very simple and very straightforward. If I multiply x to the power 2 with x to the power 3, then I am going to get x to the power 5. Then I am going to get x to the power 5. Then I cannot keep this I cannot multiply x to the power 2 with only x to the power 3. I need to multiply x to the power 2 with the remaining numbers or the remaining items of the divisor. So if I multiply x to the power 2 with 0 x to the power 2, I will still get what I will get. I will still get 0 x to the power. I will still get what I will get if I multiply x to the power 2 with 0 x to the power 2. I will still get 0 x to the power 4. Now, if I multiply x to the power 2 with minus 3x, I will get minus 3x to the power 3. If I multiply x to the power 2 with 1, I will get x to the power 2. Hope guys till here everything is very clear. Hope guys till here we are very clear. Now let us reverse the symbols. Here it would be minus, minus, plus, minus. Just we are reversing the symbol. Whatever the symbol is there above, just we are reversing it. Now plus x to the power 5 and minus x to the power 5, it cancels out. And 0 x to the power 4, these are already 0, so it also cancels out. And then we have minus 4x to the power 3 plus 3x to the power 3. We are left with minus x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 minus x to the power 2. It got also cancels out, and we are left with plus 3x. We are left with plus 3x plus 1. We are left with plus 3x plus 1, and here I can write 0x to the power 2 in order to avoid confusion. So here I can write 0x to the power 2 in order to avoid confusion. Now guys, you could see that we are almost near to our answer, I believe. Let's see. Let's check what we are getting. Here we have minus x to the power 3 in the dividend place now, and in the divisor place we have x to the power 3. What should I multiply here to x to the power 3 so that I can get minus x to the power 3? The answer is again very simple and very straightforward. If I multiply minus 1 with x to the power 3, then I am going to get minus x to the power 3. And minus 1 into 0 x to the power 2 will get minus 0 x to the power 2. Minus 1 into minus 3x will get plus 3x. And then minus 1 plus 1 we will get again minus 1. Now let us reverse the symbols. Here minus, it reverts to plus. Here again negative, it reverts to plus. Positive, it became negative, and negative, it became positive. Now you could see that this minus x to the power 3 and plus x to the power 3, it cancelled out. This 0 is already 0, nothing is left out. This plus 3x minus 3x, it cancels out. And here plus 1 and plus 1, what we got? We got 2. Now you could see that in the remainder we got 2. You could see that in the remainder section we got 2. What we got in the remainder? We got 2. That means what we concluded? We got 2 in the remainder. We got 2 in the remainder. So hence our conclusion is, hence we can say now, hence we concluded that, what we concluded? Hence we concluded that the polynomial gx the polynomial gx, which is our first polynomial, the polynomial gx is not a factor, of the second polynomial px, as the remainder is not 0, as the remainder is not 0. Hope guys you understood this. These are very simple and very straightforward, but still if you have any questions or doubt, please reach out to me in the comment section of this video. Definitely I will get back to you once I see your comments. Guys, if you really like my videos, please subscribe. If you really like my videos, I would request you to kindly subscribe and also let your friends know. This will motivate me to create similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.